What up, guys? Mad Viking here. I'm back. Promised live reactions to Slammiversary 2018. This is the 16th Slammiversary. Remember, Impact was never going to last a year. I remember them all saying that back in the day. First match is the four-way match, but it came out last night that Rich Swann had been injured at an event, and he's been replaced with Petey Williams. Petey Williams already hit the ring. Phoenix is in there now. He just came out. Taiji Ishimori is coming out now in his Bone Soldier getup from Bullet Club. He's the latest. It looks like he's limping. I don't know why. But he is the latest addition to Bullet Club. And of course, the last man in this match is Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro. I think I predicted Phoenix to win this match, but Petey Williams is in there now. But that's just another wrench in this match. I couldn't give you a decisive person who I thought was going to win. Johnny Nitro, or Johnny Impact, looks exactly the same. He does have new ring gear, but it still all looks the same as his old WWE stuff. They just mentioned that he threw out the first pitch at the Toronto Blue Jays event today. And also, I forgot, he's on this year's Survivor. They just brought that up, too. Phoenix was in control first, with a big kick on Johnny Nitro, taking him out. Petey Williams was beat in the corner. Ishimori came in with a springboard Hurricane Rana, which left just Nitro and him in the ring, and they've been fighting for the last 2 minutes. Been getting Bullet Club chants. Welcome back. Even Impact Wrestling. This show, by the way, is in Canada, and the crowd is very hyped for this. Big springboard off the top rope by Nitro over Phoenix, landing a huge kick. Wow, whatever that was in the ropes by Phoenix. Big springboard backflip off the ropes, but he missed Johnny. Now they're just squaring off. Like I said, Phoenix is going to be phenomenal in this match. He's doing stuff I've never seen before. I couldn't even tell you what it was. He's definitely a favorite with the crowd right now, and he's back in control. Now he's squaring off with Petey Williams. It's a super kick party. Everybody got super kicked, and now they're all just laid out in the middle of the ring. Johnny Nitro parkoured into the ring, super kicked Petey Williams, and Ishimori super kicked him. Phoenix super kicked Ishimori, and then I missed whoever knocked him out. But this match has been phenomenal so far. Ishimori hit a 450 splash, followed up by Petey Williams hitting the Canadian Destroyer. I don't even know what Phoenix just did, but he almost got the pinfall. I mean, like I said, you don't know what Phoenix is doing. Even the announcers just said it. The guy is inventing moves on the fly. Phoenix was setting up something on Petey Williams, and Johnny Nitro just came in with a super kick. He just hit a Starship Pain on Phoenix, going for the pin, and he got it. Wow. I really didn't think they were going to go that way, but all right. Well, that was a very fast-paced match. I would give it 3.5 stars. It wasn't perfect, but it was still very good. Each man busted their butt. I said this was going to be a good match, and it was, but I didn't think they were going to go with Nitro. But Nitro should be main eventing. If he's back, this would be a big win for him, like I said in my predictions video. I figured whoever would be the winner of this, it would probably be making them a #1 contender, which is probably what's going to happen. So there you go. First match out, the four-way match. Johnny Nitro went to Slam Town and came out the winner. They're showing footage of Johnny Impact now at the Toronto's Blue Jays game, throwing out the first pitch. People want to complain about American baseball, fans aren't passionate, don't go to games. There was barely anybody in that stadium, too, so they don't like... The baseball ain't too big in Canada anymore either, I guess. Nope. They already gave it away. The next match up on the card is going to be LAX versus LAX OGs. They're going into a promo package, so I'm going to pause here. The OGs are sitting in the backstage getting drunk on Grey Goose vodka, and it looks like champagne and smoking stogies. Kind of funny. I don't know if that mixes well, but just thought I'd throw that in there. Whew, they just showed Tessa Blanchard. Man, that girl has got a booty. Anyways, they're doing what I thought they were going to do. If the OG LAX group wins, they're taking the LAX name, and they plan on destroying it, quote, burning it, pissing on its ashes, and out of it, the OG name will rise and take over Impact. So they want to be called the OGs now? I would keep the LAX name. I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, I assume if they're beating the young LAX team, they're probably going to disappear. I mean, they weren't well-known guys if they even were known when they were brought in, so I don't know. Why would you destroy the legacy of LAX? But that's what they plan on doing. Well, I thought the next match was going to be LAX, but apparently it's going to be Tessa Blanchard versus Allie. I love Tessa Blanchard. She came out booty first. Anyway, Tessa Blanchard is Ricochet's ex. When he signed with NXT, they broke up, and it was supposed to be a very bad breakup. And it's the reason... She's doing the booty dance again. It's the reason she just recently signed a long-term deal with Impact Wrestling, so she isn't coming to NXT anytime soon, and the WWE really wanted her. She was one of the 3 girls that they wanted. The other one was Candice LeRae, and I think the other one was Toni Storm, I think. So they didn't get Tessa. They got Toni, though. Toni, I guess, is going to wrestle in England for the UK division. Now comes Allie. I don't care for Allie's character. And I know I picked Tessa to beat Allie. So far, it's been about a minute and a half straight of nothing but finger-wagging and trash-talking. There you go. Tessa just pie-faced Allie. Ooh, Allie came back with a nice big blow to her chin. I did not know that. They just mentioned that Tessa Blanchard is the granddaughter of Magnum T.A. And if you don't know, she's Tully Blanchard's daughter, the Four Horsemen member, the original Four Horsemen member. Blanchard is just throwing bows on Allie. It's like every other move, giant elbow. She keeps going for these like power moves on Allie, and most of them she just rolls out of the way, and she really looks like she bangs herself up in the process. She was checking her nose earlier, like she thought she broke it. But pretty much Blanchard's been in control. Allie's done one move so far. Big move. It was some springboard crossbody thing off the second rope to the outside on Blanchard. Other than that, she's been getting dragged around the ring by her hair. Well, that was a clothesline, but Blanchard's been in control most of this match. Allie's kind of sloppy in this match, and I don't know... Wow, well, that was impressive. I don't know what she did, but she got Blanchard tangled up in the ropes, and she actually kind of fell and head dived outside on the floor, and she's been holding her elbow and kind of limping. And whatever it was, the crowd oohed when she hit the ground on her side. You couldn't see how she fell on the camera angle, and she's been holding her elbow and limping ever since then. But Allie just hit basically what looked like sort of an F.U. to Blanchard on the outside of the ring just now, on the floor. Allie just hit a big code breaker on Blanchard, going for the pin, only got a 2 count. Tessa just hit an impressive top rope hurricanrana, went for the pin, only got a 2, now she's climbing the top turnbuckle. I don't think I've ever seen her go to the top turnbuckle before. She just went for a splash, and of course Allie moved out of the way. Now Allie hit a front forward code breaker, but Blanchard was smart enough, she rolled out of the ring to avoid a pin attempt. Super kick now on Blanchard for a 2 count by Allie. I thought that was it right there. It looks like Blanchard has some sort of a cut or scrape on the back of her leg, too. I don't know how that happened. Allie's trying to set up the Alley Valley driver on Blanchard. She got her up. She was having trouble. Blanchard's fighting out of it. She hooked her with a DDT center of the ring. And for the 1, 2, 3, there it is. Blanchard is out on top. She looks pissed. God, she's got a Nikki Cross face going right now. I'd show you, but I don't want this video getting taken down. So Blanchard beat the hometown girl Allie in their match. Crowd is not happy. Next match on the card is Eddie Edwards versus Tommy Dreamer in a House of Hardcore rules match. The minute Tommy Dreamer came out, they didn't even wait for the bell. They just started scrapping outside of the ring. Eddie Edwards is chopping the crap out of Tommy right now, who's wearing a Make Wrestling Great Again t-shirt. Pretty funny. Tommy just hit a huge suplex on the outside of the ring on the floor on Eddie Edwards. Now he's returning the chops on Eddie. He just stole someone's beer, drank it, and hit Eddie in the head. Now fans are trying to hand them their beer to Eddie. I mean to Tommy. Come on. Eddie Edwards brings out a staple gun. Tommy Dreamer takes it away. A fight over it ensues. And Tommy Dreamer just stapled Eddie Edwards' forehead multiple times, which is now breaking out into a big ECW chant in the arena. A fan just handed Tommy Dreamer a replica belt of the ECW title, the old school one, which he uses to hit Eddie Edwards in the head with, which busted him open. He is now bleeding. You can hear the ECW chants. Man, he's really bleeding. But what do you think about it? Now that fan gets to take his title home that's covered in Eddie Edwards' blood. He could probably sell that on eBay. Oh, he's going for the staple gun again. Edwards just picked up and crotched Tommy Dreamer on the metal guardrail outside the ring. As he's laughing, he's wiping the blood off his face and licking it and putting his fingers in his mouth and laughing. Edwards pulled out a kendo stick, started beating on both of Tommy Dreamer's legs. Tommy Dreamer hit an RKO out of nowhere on Edwards, took control of the kendo stick, and is just battering Edwards in the head. And he just finally knocked Eddie out, or Eddie down on the mat. And he continues to bleed from his cut on his forehead. Tommy Dreamer's now setting up 2 dual chairs, facing each other like this in the middle of the ring. So we all know what that is. He's going to try to back plant him on the 2 chairs. No, he's laying him on the chair. And he's climbing the top turnbuckle. What is he going to do? Splash him? He sure as hell ain't going to coup de grace. Edwards is already up. He hits Tommy with a kendo stick, crotches him on the top rope. Okay, it looked like Eddie was going to Hurricane Rana Tommy onto the chairs. Tommy low-blowed him, picked him up, put Edwards on his shoulders, and just basically FU'd him onto the chairs in the middle of the ring. Now he's going for a pin attempt, and you're going to hear a holy shit chant from the crowd. He got a 2.5 count there. That was really close. My bad, they're calling it a Spicoli driver through the chairs off the second turnbuckle. Ah! They're watching the replay, it's sick. Tommy's now outside the ring, throwing tables into the ring. This match is so much better than I thought it was going to be, not that I thought it was going to stink. Tommy now has a table, and he just pulled out a can of lighter fluid, which he's drenching the table in. The crowd is really into this. Oh, I thought he was going to drink it. Dreamer pretty much just put the entire bottle of lighter fluid on the table. Eddie just came up from behind, low blowed him in the balls. He just hit him with an exploder in the middle of the ring. Oh, the lighter fluid is dripping all over Tommy's clothes. If he lights that table on fire, Dreamer's going up. He's got Dreamer positioned on a chair in the middle of the ring, and he just hit him with a big knee to the face. The move is the Boston Knee Party. He just got the win. The fans are booing because I'm sure they wanted to see that table get lit on fire. Well, I'm 3-0 right now. I predicted every one of these winners. But that was a very entertaining match. Eddie Edwards is still crimson, but he's got his hand raised. Eddie is back in the ring now, and he's got a kendo stick. He looks like he's daring Dreamer to get up. Dreamer's having problems getting to his feet, but Eddie Edwards is breaking down. He's starting to cry. He's picking up Tommy. He was trying to hug Tommy now. All of a sudden, Tommy pushed him away, and Edwards is in the corner bawling. Now I think he's asking Tommy for forgiveness. Tommy is back on his feet. Tommy picks up a kendo stick and is offering his hand to Eddie. His hot wife is now out telling Eddie to shake Tommy's hand. Wow, she's better looking than ever. I'm waiting for something. There. Oh. Eddie was going to walk away, but Tommy held on to his hand. He's got the kendo stick to his throat, to Eddie's throat, and has him in the corner. Now he's handing Eddie Edwards the kendo stick. Okay, but he's walking out of the ring. Alright. The announcers are claiming that by Tommy handing over the kendo stick to Eddie, it's like him handing over the torch, and he is now the new innovator of violence. But the innovator of violence doesn't sit in the ring and bawl. He's still crying. And Edward's wife is walking out with Tommy Dreamer, whatever that means. Next match on the card, it's Matt Sydal versus the Swolverine. Now they gave him a new nickname, the Machine. Brian Cage. Brian Cage, this match has been going on for about a minute. He just hit a standing backwards moonsault on the Matt Sydal. And this dude's probably weighs 280 pounds. So that was pretty damn impressive. Matt Sydal is basically showing off and showcasing. He just hit a standing moonsault on Cage, which Cage rolled out of. I don't know what he just hit. It was kind of like an FU, but it was on the opposite side of how you would usually land the guy. Ah! He had Sydal in the corner. He just hit a spinning elbow spin kick on his Matt Sydal for a pin attempt. Very innovative, if you could see what I saw. Matt Sydal just powerbombed Brian Cage for a 2 count. Okay. Matt Sydal went for a shooting star press. Cage rolled out of the way. Sydal landed on his feet. He followed it up with a kick to Cage's head. It wasn't a super kick. Then Cage spun around and hit him with a... ooh, that was thunder. Hit him with a giant clothesline. Now he's calling for whatever his finisher is. I can't think of it. Sydal just hit a snap Kanrana for a pin attempt on Cage. That was just sick. That's what they're calling it on TV. So, wow. Sydal just hit a big knee. He's climbing the top ropes, probably going for the 450 again. Shooting star. His legs clipped the top turnbuckle. He hit his face, hitting the mat. Cage is setting him up. Wow. It looked like a snowplow, which was a I guess a Spicoli driver. But Sydal messed up off that move. But Brian Cage is now the X Division champion, so I guess there's no weight limits again. Wow. That was another good match. They're showing the replay. He face planted. That may have been a brainbuster, actually. Brian Cage hitting a brainbuster on Sydal. Well, that ended Matt Sydal's. He had a 171-day reign or something, I think they said. So Brian Cage is your new X Division champion. Well, I had to go back and look on who I predicted in the last match because I wasn't too positive. But I did pick Brian Cage in my predictions video. So I am 4-0 right now. I should be betting in Vegas on wrestling matches. That's for damn sure. Okay, I think the next one up on the card, I think, is Madison Rayne versus Su Yung. First out is Madison Rayne. They just mentioned how she's fresh off of wrestling for the Ring of Honor Women's title last night in Atlanta, Georgia. She obviously didn't win because they didn't mention it. So she lost to Sumi, whatever her name is. But if she wins here tonight, it will make her a 6-time Impact Women's Champion. Out now come the Undead Brides holding a coffin. I don't know if Su Yung is supposed to be in it. But I didn't think it was a coffin match like it was with Allie and Rosemary. But like I said, I've been calling Su Yung now the female Undertaker. And this is pretty much cementing it. Some of these Undead Bride chicks are pretty hot looking. Oh, she's coming out of the coffin. That's her entrance. She's being carried out by these chicks, and I recognize some of them. So you telling me they flew these chicks to Canada? But whatever. She's crawling out of the coffin, title in hand. I predicted Su Yung to beat Madison Rayne. Let's see what happens. Madison Rayne charges the ramp, starts beating on Su Yung on top of the coffin. She just now threw her into the ring, and she's hitting the top turnbuckle with a big cross body onto Su Yung. Madison just took out 2 of the Undead Brides who were starting to make their way to the ring. Su Yung tried to capitalize, but Madison Rayne fought back and hit her with a big kick to the back of the head. And she just Hurricane Ra'd her outside of the ring onto the concrete floor. Now that had to effing hurt. Madison Rayne grabbed Su Young's legs. And of course she was supposed to backdrop onto the outside of the ring apron, but she totally missed and hit the lower end of her back and scraped it down the side of the ring there, and she fell. She's been holding her back ever since then. That's the way that HBK got hurt back in the day. But I'm not saying she's hurt, but I guarantee you that hurt like hell. Su Yung hitting a hanging net breaker off the second rope on Madison Rayne, and she is now taking over the match. Su Yung had Madison Rayne in the Tree of Woe. Went for a big drop kick to the face for a 2 count on a pin attempt. She's still in full control. Here comes another Undead Bride who has Madison Rayne locked up in the center of the ring on the ropes. Su Yung goes for the mist and misses and hits her the undead bride in the face. Madison Rayne hit her signature move, the raindrop, for a pin attempt. Only got 2. She was setting Su Yung up for something, but Su Yung got the mandible claw in on Madison Rayne. She still has the hold in. Madison Rayne is trying to get to the ropes, but it's not working. It looks like her eyes are rolling in the back of her head. That's it. So far, this isn't the best match of the night. Now Su Yung is sticking her fingers in her own mouth from the finger she just had in Madison Rayne's mouth. I don't know. This might have been a 5 to 8 minute match. I'm not saying they didn't work hard or anything, but it's so far it's the worst match of the night. Not the worst, but if it's 1 through 5 or 1 through whatever it is, 1 through 4, it's definitely ranked 4. So that's it. I predicted this one too. Su Yung was going to retain. Su Yung tells the undead brides to open the coffin. She carries Madison Rayne and plops her into the coffin. Goes back to grab her title. Coffin door is closed, and the undead brides carry Madison Rayne off, who's probably going to be disappearing now for a while, like every other chick who gets put in that coffin. But there you have it. You have your winner of this match. Su Yung is now on top of the coffin, raising her title over her head. Like I said, she's the new Rosemary, the new Undertaker, but that's your winner, Rosemary. Su Yung over Madison Rayne. This is a very Undertaker image right now, what they're doing. They just got done running a video package of the OG LAX team and all their classic moments and matches. They're coming out of the special LAX entrance. This is for the Impact Tag Team titles, and I guess for the name of LAX. This is a weapons match, I guess. There's tables, ladders, garbage cans full of weapons. They just mentioned the last time that the OG LAX team held the tag team titles was back in 2008 when they defeated Team 3D. Out now is coming Conan's stable of LAX, and they're coming through the regular entrance. It's some kind of new entrance. It sounds like a police helicopter flying overhead with police sirens. They just came through the crowd, and they're carrying liquor bottles. But they have their faces painted like in the movie Dead Presidents. I don't see Conan. Oh, there's Conan. The LAX team is in full control right now. They just hit multiple splashes outside of the ring. It looks like they're already trying to go to set up tables in the ring. The younger LAX team set tables up in opposite corners. Hernandez came in with a cookie tray and just started cleaning house, giving the OGs now the full advantage. Here comes Homicide with a chain, wrapping it around the neck of Marquez. Hernandez, a very large man, just hit his signature splash outside the ring onto LAX. Homicide now has a bottle of Drano in the ring, like he's going to pour it on the guy, I guess. But that just got swiped out of his hand. Both teams are outside of the ring now fighting. The OGs have Santana on the entrance ramp. It looks like they're trying to set something up. Hernandez just got super kicked in the head. He has a gash right here in his forehead. He's bleeding now. I don't know what they're doing, but there's... Hernandez just backflipped Santana into the ring. Hernandez just powerbombed Santana in the center of the ring for a 2 count. Santana and Ortiz just had Homicide up on Santana's shoulders, and Ortiz hit what looked to be a doomsday device for a 2 count. Evan Homicide just hit a somersault splash through the ropes outside the ring and put Ortiz through a table along with himself outside of the ring. Very impressive. Ortiz hit Homicide with a Spicoli driver into a corner table inside the ring. And there's another table across the ring, and the crowd is chanting one more time, which he's setting Homicide up to do. Here comes Hernandez to break it up. Hernandez with a big gut kick, setting up for another... Oh, the Gringo Killer! Through the table. There you go. Santana super kicks Hernandez. He's in the corner. He does a cannonball on Hernandez. Both the OGs are laid out. Santana somehow is busted open. He's covered in blood now. Homicide was setting up for his finisher, but gets distracted by Conan. Conan threw something into the ring to Santana. Looks like a rag. Oh, it's tacks! And he throws them into the eye of Homicide. Suplexes it onto the tacks. Hits the top rope. The fans are going crazy. Big splash onto the tacks. 1, 2, 3. LAX wins over the OGs in another great match. Everybody's beat up and cut or bloodied somehow, but Santana's the only one. He's even cutting his wrist. Santana is the only one who's really bleeding badly. They retain the Impact Tag Team titles. King hits the ring with a loaded sock, takes out both LAX. Hernandez and King square off. I mean, not Hernandez. Conan and King square off. Hernandez comes in and beats down Conan, who's laying in the tacks. And a beatdown ensues. The OGs leave Conan laying, and they take possession of the Impact titles. So obviously this feud is not over, which is a good thing. Now, I don't know if I'm going to cut out. If I do, I'll instantly start uploading this on YouTube and make another video. I did buy a new Sims card, and they claim I should have longer video time. The next matchup on the card is the big match I wanted to see, Sami Callihan versus Pentagon Jr., mask versus hair match. This feud started over OVE jumping Phantasma in the ring, trying to unmask him. Of course, Pentagon came to the rescue. This was weeks ago. Ever since then, it's been a OVE Sami Callihan versus basically Pentagon feud. Phoenix was injected into this feud a few weeks ago, and they unmasked him too, or tried to. I can't remember. But they definitely unmasked Pentagon. We just didn't see his face.